Mr. Warren?
Good evening, Dr. Little, Madam Chair, members of the board. Excited to be here tonight to provide another operations update for February. Facility improvements, as you know and see as you drive around Lexington County School District One, continue to occur here through our 2018 bond referendum, also through capital funding. Look forward to showing you where we are with multiple projects. Before we get into the bond referendum projects, I did want to give you an update on some capital improvements going on in our school district. As you recall, last August, you provided a list of projects including preventative maintenance items and other improvement opportunities identified by the operations team. These projects are being funded by the 8% bond sale issued last October for facility improvement use. Now, preventative maintenance is critical in a system like ours. We identify these projects through metrics including life of the system, performance of the system, and feedback from school and maintenance personnel. Major preventative maintenance categories include roofing, mechanical, water heaters, asphalt, and we're thrilled to address some of these areas through this funding. One of our priorities with this funding was to address most of the competition tennis courts throughout the district. You see here, White Knoll High School is ready for practice and matches. Very popular tennis design here. This actually mirrors the U.S. Open, the blue court and green, outside the court. So that's what we're doing with our tennis courts, with this work. So thrilled to see some matches out at White Knoll High School. River Bluff tennis courts are being resurfaced currently as we speak. The look will mirror what you just saw at White Knoll. And that work should be done this week or first and next week, depending on the weather. Oak Grove, we resurfaced the visitor parking lots, some asphalt work that needed to happen, and glad to get this done through this funding. The additional parking lot was completed during the referendum work, and you see here an aerial view of the work we did to match that additional parking lot. That work is complete and in use. So to give you an update on upcoming capital projects, Gilbert Middle HVAC replacement through this funding will happen this summer. Lake Murray Roofing HVAC this summer, that will occur as well. That we did half the school last summer and the other half will be done this summer. Gilbert High, Pillion High tennis court resurfacing like you just saw at White Knoll River Bluff. That'll occur this spring. Gilbert High and Pillion High cafeteria furniture replacement will occur this spring. You'll see a theme here. It's going to be a very busy spring in our school district for operations and maintenance and facilities. We're doing some work with Lexington High and White Knoll's gym bleachers. Need some repair. Lexington Elementary School, exterior door replacement and parking lot resurfacing will happen this spring. Actually, over spring break, that work will occur. Replacing the kitchen water heater at White Knoll Middle School, once again, this spring. And the middle school tracks, we are working very diligently to pave all of our middle school tracks in our district. We've done that work at, obviously, Beechwood Middle School, the New Pillion Middle School, and White Knoll Middle School have been paved, but we'll complete our middle school tracks this spring and summer.
Mr. Warren, can I just comment about the middle school track paving?
Yes, ma'am.
Back in my PTO days at Medical Middle School, we had a couple of color runs with the color powder. And my youngest was like 7 at the time at the elementary school, and he got to come up to watch. And instead of getting to be thrown, the colored powder on him, he just rolled in the dirt on the track because they were just like red clay tracks. So I'm very excited to see that the tracks are going to be paved.
Yeah, and it's a maintenance issue. We get out there, at least once a year and scrape those tracks and work on those. So this will eliminate that need. So we're excited about that. Replacing the Lexington Technology Center marquee sign. Been working with Mr. Myers and his team on that. That sign needs replacement, and that will occur this spring and early summer, depending on lead times with that. And then Gilbert High School competition track renovations this summer into early fall of next year. We're adding 2 lanes to their track to make it an 8-lane competition track to match the other high school. So that work will occur this summer and through the fall. Now I'd like to move to an update on our bond referendum projects throughout the district. This is the 4-classroom addition at Gilbert Middle School. Continues to track towards the summer 2022 completion. You see the roof is complete. Brickwork is nearing completion. Also, you can see here in this photo how we really strive, once again, to make any additions to our facilities look like they've always been there. That's a goal that we have through design with our design firms and contractors. And you see here the brickwork obviously matches very well with the existing school. And so when it's all said and done, you'll never know that was an addition. And that's the goal of this work, from the outside and even on the inside. Here's a photo of inside of one of the classrooms. Just waiting on windows there. We've been fighting some lead times with windows, but working through that with our contractors. It's another aerial of the addition showing the remaining brickwork on the back side. This is the front parking area here, and then driving up and going around to the back teacher parking lot, you see about half the brickwork is done there. Moving to Gilbert High School, Performing Arts and Athletic Addition. Progress that continues to occur in Gilbert, and that work is tracking for a summer completion. You see the roof here is on for the weight room here and wrestling room addition here, and then we'll get to some more photos of the front of the addition. I mentioned this last month. This is the connecting canopy between the existing, Gilbert High School. If you've been in the school, the gym is, kind of right here, and then you have the lobby area and moving. We made a connection there with this canopy, so it'll be a seamless, move from the existing facility into the fine arts and athletic addition through that corridor. Here you see the front of the Performing Arts Center, what will be the lobby area and entry. Right here, this will be the lobby area, and then your doors entering the theater. This photo shows inside the theater and the fly loft area here. You see the brickwork is done up here, and soon you'll see, paneling and obviously seats going into the theater. We'll have, bar joists going in soon with the roof to cover that. The orchestra pit is here. It's obviously a big part of any of our theaters to be able to have that ability for the orchestra to perform. Moving to Carolina Springs Middle School, 6-classroom addition. Once again, really working to make that seamless transition. This is actually 2 of the 6 classroom additions. Here's 2 classrooms here, 2 here, and then 2 on this side down here to give Dr. Cockfield and his team 6 more classrooms. Excited to turn those over, hopefully mid-April to early May. Photo of the exterior brickwork. That is complete. Once again, waiting on some windows. Inside one of the 6 classrooms, waiting on flooring here and windows to complete this space. See lights in, ceilings in. We've had our overhead inspection there, just waiting on flooring and a final. Like I said, mid-April to early May. Next on the list are transportation facility. Site work continues here. There's a lot of site work with this job. It's a lot going on there that we're working through. Working to see some footings going in next month and the building coming out of the ground soon after that. Another aerial photo here of the facility and the site work that's completed. The pond back here, retaining pond for that facility. All right, so this photo here, if I have to pick my favorite from tonight's presentation, this is it. This is actually sent to me Saturday night by one of our contractors was there doing work, and he texted me this picture, and obviously the sun was setting, and I thought it was a very nice photo of White Knoll's addition. You see the signage there for the Performing Arts Center at White Knoll High School. The theater will have a final inspection during the month of April and then be turned over to the school. So we're once again nearing completion there. Thrilled to see this facility in action and what it's going to mean for the White Knoll community. This is the lobby space inside the theater, nearly completed. Just waiting on hard tile on this space and a few more pieces of the paneling. The lettering is installed here. You can see White Knoll. You can't read it, but it's it says White Knoll Performing Arts Center inside that space. Seats are installed. Like I said last month, those were actually the couple of days after presented. They were installing the seats there in the theater, just putting some finishing touches inside this space, and that includes installation of the stage floor, which you see here. That work is taking place currently. This is a photo here of one of the restrooms, one of the group restrooms inside the theater. You see the nice finishes there are installed. Once again, nearing completion, and that space looks to be ready from this photo. Moving to Lakeside Middle, want to begin the progress photos here with an aerial view of the site. Car stacking lane is taking shape. You see right through here where the cars will come in and drop their students off and then exit the school. Asphalt will soon go down here in the parking lot out front in this car stacking lane, as well as parking lot striping. Same goes for the parking lot right here. You see next to the gym area will soon be have asphalt there and be ready for cars. Lakeside Common Space, looks like we could have school tomorrow. The terrazzo has been polished. Floor colors really jump on this photo as they do in person, which I look forward to you attending and coming and seeing that facility. To the right here, you'll see this is the Learning Commons right here, and you'll see soon see carpet in there, which will bring that space even closer to completion. One of the upstairs corridors, carpet is installed, and I would say probably 80% of the facility, the Learning Commons, is having carpet installed soon. Also the office, we were there today. Office carpet is being installed currently. Classroom photo here shows the floors have been waxed and ready for furniture, ready for technology. Classrooms are ready. The cafeteria space at Lakeside is it's a beautiful space. Once again here, terrazzo, you'll see is polished. All the paneling is installed. Just a few minor things left to be done here inside the Lakeside cafeteria. These two photos show the common space here between the gym is right here on this side of the wall, and the theater space is right here. You see, once again, as you saw in the common space and in the cafeteria, terrazzo is polished and will actually be cleaned again, obviously before school starts to make it shine even brighter. Here on the right, you see the theater. All we're waiting on here is seats. You'll see some paneling going in here very soon. The panels are on site and being installed this week, and once those panels are installed, they'll follow that up with the auditorium seats inside the theater. So if the White Knoll photo was my favorite, this is probably number 2 from tonight's presentation. Lakeside Gym looks practice and game ready. You see the logo is down here, right in the middle. It's been installed. Polyurethane has been put down several times over. You can smell it a good ways away, from the gym, so that space is ready. You see Lakeside here is down, and then the Raiders mascot is here. So it's shining bright inside the gym right now. Much like the gym, the dance room at Lakeside, looks ready and it's complete. Floor's down, mirrors are installed. Clear coat has been applied, and the floor is shining bright, much like you saw in the gym space. As always, you can follow our progress, with our bond projects on our building plan website.
Mr. Warren, I just want to say a huge thank you, Mr. Salters, Dr. Little, because again, we have a lot of projects going on, and again, we have a referendum that we have a responsibility to deliver on, and that's no small feat. So it is not by accident. We in the hospital are also in the building business, and it is a tough time to be in the building business right now between supplies and subs, and so I really appreciate y'all's relationships with our contractors. and their loyalty to Lexington One, because right now they have choices. So I appreciate y'all's relationship and continue to be respectful of that. So thank you for all the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Mr. Warren, thank you.
ma'am.
Can you give us an update on the early childhood centers at Pillion and Gilbert?
Well, we are still working with our instructional team on those spaces to identify, the needs there. And then, moving forward, once we have done that and completed that, then, we'll begin that work. But we're still designing that space and working through the needs that they have for us to support.
Thank you.
Thank you.